Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Patmos, and I have a little, I've been posting so many very serious things. I thought I would post something a little bit lighter, perhaps even a little bit funny. I came upon this little snippet of news earlier today that I thought you might find interesting. In a cabinet meeting today at the White House, Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy, started talking about the connection between circumcision and autism. That's right. In this little snippet of a comment that he made, he mentioned that there's studies that have linked circumcision to autism, and that he thinks there's no study he can point to this, that it's the Tylenol, that they give babies Tylenol when they circumcise them, and that's what's causing autism. Well, let me tell you why this ridiculous comment needs to be retracted immediately. And here's why. Um, what is he talking about? What evidence? Well, there's a single, small, retrospective, poorly done study out of Denmark in 2015 that didn't control for hardly any other factors. It was really a very badly done study that had some kind of a tiny little statistical association between circumcision and autism. Well, a lot of people looked at that study back then in 2015. It was immediately thrown overboard because it was not controlled well, and this is a very poorly done study. It certainly didn't apply anything causative. Well, Kennedy obviously has somebody on his team that he's got tasked with going out and finding anything that they can. Well, he took that and in his mind he said it's got to be the Tylenol, and that's why he made this comment today at the cabinet meeting, and it was. The media never even picked up on it. Nobody asked him any questions about it. But Aaron Parnas reported it, and the link is below. And I thought it was really ridiculous because the man is the Secretary of Health and Human Services. We have a country with a lot of very undereducated, ignorant people who will believe anything that he says. And remember, we had millions of people who believed Trump when he said that drinking bleach could cure COVID. Well, you get Secretary Kennedy out there talking about circumcision causing autism, and there are going to be tens of millions of Americans who are going to believe that. And who knows what they will then do? Maybe decide not to have their children circumcised, or not give them Tylenol when they're circumcised, or sue their uh, their doctors for circumcising the child. I mean, it's just ridiculous. He has to be a little more thoughtful than this. You can't be in this kind of a position and making these ridiculous statements without evidence. You have to think through what you're going to say before you say it. But obviously, Robert Kennedy doesn't do that. So I thought you might find that little snippet of news interesting. And with that, have a great day.